Hey there everyone, hope you're doing well. Unless you've been living under a rock or being obsessive towards other operating systems, you would know that Windows 10 officially became unsupported. This is a disaster. Not only are we forced to switch over to a more bloated version of Windows, but tens of thousands of computers that are able to run Microsoft have now become completely useless. Same can be said about my editing machine, and this is of course according to Microsoft itself. They support only these CPUs here for Windows 11. If you ever went down to the description of my videos, you would have seen my computer specs. A GTX 1650 Super, Xeon E5 2420 V2, 16GB of DDR3 RAM, 512GB of storage. This computer is by no means modern, but considering the fact that I'm able to run software such as DaVinci Resolve without problem and actually being able to render videos, this computer isn't bad at all. If we take a look at Microsoft's minimum requirements, they fail to realize that old hardware such as mine is capable of running Windows 11. Even despite its age and a lack of modern functions, it is still able to run Windows 11 with no problem. When comparing my CPU to the one that Microsoft lists as minimum requirements, my CPU beats it by over this amount of percent here, and that is very disappointing. So what does that tell us? Microsoft just killed themselves as a company. Since they forced people to either move on or to accept other operating systems, people will less likely be able to move on because Windows 10, it's such a broad operating system that people have gotten used to and actually been able to grow up on it and actually be used to stuff. And then when Windows 11 was introduced, it's a whole brand new usage, a whole brand new UI that people are not used to. And in the end, it would either cause people to transfer over to other operating systems or buy new expensive hardware, which people will probably not do. Unless they're corporations, big companies, people will eventually switch over to other operating systems. But this is stupid. Most of the people here who have old computers know that Windows 10 was able to run on them perfectly. And Windows 11, considering that this is the minimum requirement CPU, and then not supporting your CPU, you know that your computer would be able to run it, but Windows says, no, you have to buy a new computer. So what will happen to my computer? Well, thanks to Microsoft, I will have to transfer it to Linux. With Linux, it will be used as a server storage, especially for my videos because as of recently, they're becoming more and more bulky to produce.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
Stay tuned to my channel. Eventually, I'll be able to afford, to buy, and to build my own computer, which would be decent, modern, more capable, and finally, we'll be able to run the new operating system as well. Although I probably won't transfer over to Windows 11, I'll find ways to work around it. Thanks for watching. Peace.